Hiya guys, how we doing? How are we doing? Is that light too bright for us? I think it is. That's better, isn't it? All right. Do you know what? That's better still. It looks like I've got a sun, doesn't it? It looks like the sun's out in my living room. But it's not. It just makes it a little bit brighter because today's weather in England is not too good. Here we are in summer and we got grey sky. Not so warm either. And it looks like it's going to rain this afternoon. But I hope you're all indoors. Now it's gone 9 o'clock. And you will be able to talk with me on our subject today. Our topic today. What is it? Sport and exercise. I make them both, I put them both as separate entries in the title because you guys know sport is a form of exercise. When you're playing football, you're running around. Exercise. When you're in a gym, you are doing exercise. Gym apparatus. Weight training, lifting. Hi guys. Thank you all for sharing. Mr. Ching, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing this video. And get some more people who can talk about sport and exercise. Why do we do sport? We do it because we like it. It's exciting. It's fun. It's also an exercise. It's a form of exercise. I like sports. Mr. Ching, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Yes. I hope you're having a good day. Nearly the end of the day, isn't it? But I hope you've had a good day. And that you're able to join in this topic. And let's get some other people to join in as well. We all know how important exercise is to our bodies, to our health. And one way of getting an exercise, a good fun way, is by taking up a sport. What sports? What sports do we play? Let's find out when we get some more people watching or joining in. Find out, what do we play? What do we do for exercise? Do we play a sport? Do we go to the gym? That's what I've done this morning in England. I was lifting weights, doing press-ups, jogging around the outside, doing a mix exercises. But what is your idea of an exercise? It might be at the gym. It might be a sport. Most sports are played outdoors. But as we know, there are some indoor sports as well. Some sports are more energetic than others. when you're playing a sport like football, you're running around. But you might decide to play pool. Do you know pool? On the table with the balls? Do you know that? I like that game. You're not really exercising so much when you're playing that. But it's a sport. How about bowling? When I play bowling outdoors here in England, I do a lot of walking up and down a bowling green. When you bowl indoors, and in Vietnam, in Hanoi, you have bowling alleys. You're just bowling from one end, but you're exercising your arm, the big ball. You're whoosh, straight down the middle. Try and knock all those skittles over. That's what you want to do. That's how you win the game. But it's not much of an exercise. It's more of an enjoyment. It's fun. If you can combine the two, combine exercise and sport together, that way you have, you feel better. You feel better, your body feels better. Your health will become better as a result of this. Some of you girls like playing badminton. Badminton and tennis, similar. You're holding a racket. You had to move about. That's an exercise. That's good. But what about you guys who like to go jogging? Jogging is a form of exercise. It keeps you fit. The best time to do jogging is in the morning. That's probably the best time to do any exercise. Wake up in the morning and do an exercise. How much time do you spend on an exercise? If you go to a gym, do you spend an hour like me? Less? More? More. You must be super fit. So, some of us go to the gym because we are fit. We want to stay fit. We want to look after our bodies, especially when you're young, because as you get older, you're likely to get illnesses. If you receive an injury, injuries takes longer to heal when you're older. My shoulder is still hurting from 2 Saturdays ago when I played walking football. I play walking football. It's quite new to, it is quite new to England, to everywhere else. I'm not sure if other countries play it, but it is designed for people like me, who are people like my age or older, who can't run like we used to. We can't keep on running for a long time. So we walk instead. We do walking football to the same rules as ordinary football. The only difference is we walk, we don't run. If you run, the referee blows a whistle, gives a free kick to the other team. What could be simpler? And it gets people my age back playing football again. I like it. Hello, Ang. Thank you for joining in. And you like jogging at 5 a.m? Oh my goodness. 5 a.m. in England, I am sleepy. But you are up early in the morning, jogging. As I said, it's a good time of day to do an exercise, especially jogging. People in England, they wake up early in the morning to do jogging. Maybe some of them wake up at 5 a.m. I'm not sure. But they certainly wake up early. How we do, my friend? My friend Fung. Thank you for joining in this topic of ours, sports and exercise. The sports that young people do. Good question. I don't think it's much different to when I was younger. In other words, football is always popular, but it's getting popular with the girls as well. There are ladies' football teams as well. So girls are more playing football nowadays than what they were when I was young. So football is the national sport in England for boys and girls. But then there's other sports as well. We have sports centres where you can play any form of sport like badminton, squash. Have you heard of squash? Up against the wall. We have, I don't think you know cricket. Do you know cricket and rugby? Cricket and rugby are quite popular in England. Young people play them, but I don't think they're popular sports in Vietnam. Rugby, you play with a oval-shaped ball, and you pick it up, you run, throw to the next man, and so on. Mostly played by men. Some women play it, but mostly men. The same with cricket. With a bat, small ball, bowl the ball overarm, hit the ball with the bat, run up and down. What I have noticed about young people and sports, Fung, is that not many people are playing like they used to in my time, which is a shame. It is a shame. And you know, the reason for it is the internet, social media. A lot of young people in my country, and I should imagine in others as well, would rather sit in front of their laptops on social media, talking to their friends on Facebook, perhaps looking at Google, could be finding out things, which of course is good, intelligence, good for your intelligence. But then, if you want to enjoy yourself, what are you doing? People with laptops are likely to be playing games, computer games. It is sad because when I was young, we used to go out in school holidays, go to the park, play football, cricket in the park. The girls used to like skipping, and they used to have their own games. The girls had their own games, boys had their games. Tao, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, Do you need... I don't... You probably don't need to do exercises, Tao, because swimming is a very good exercise. Do you know when you're swimming, you are using all the muscles in your body? So try to do a lot of swimming, and that would make up for you going to a gym, lifting weights, doing press-ups, and all the other equipment that they have in the gym. And swimming would be a good... That is a very good form of exercise. So keep swimming. You watch football. Well, that's it. I watch football as well. Recently, I've got back into playing football, even though it is walking football. But it's still a form of football and a form of exercise. Would you, Tao Ang, would you consider playing football? If you know a group of people who want to play football, group of girls perhaps, would you play football with them? You like watching it. How about playing it? Then you can see for yourself that it's not quite as easy as what it looks on the television. Swimming makes you taller? Oh, I haven't heard that before, but if it does, good luck to you. How tall are you? You are stretching. When you are swimming, again, not only are you using all your muscles in your body, I suppose you are stretching as well. Guess. It's guess, not guessed. You are guessing. You're probably guessing that I can swim. Well, the answer is I can't. I can't swim. I don't miss swimming unless I'm in a nice hot country. Then I'm likely to wish I could go. I like to go for a swim. I go in the water to cool down. When I go on holiday in Thailand, I need to go in the water, the pool. But the water only up to my neck, because I can't swim. But for you people who can, good luck to you. Exercises make you stronger. I don't exercise every day or every morning, but I try and get in exercise as much as possible. Hiya! Hello, Caco Ricardo. How are you today? Good to have you joining in with us. We're talking about sports and exercise. What do you think? Real Madrid supporter? Do you play football? Do you watch football like me? Do you do any exercises? Any sports? Hello, Tony Vin. Welcome. Talk to us about football. Sorry, about sports. I said football then. About sports. I'm fine, thanks. Hope you are as well. Snob Hens. Get you in quick before you disappear. Welcome, by the way. You're watching football. Are you watching English football, my friend? You say you're watching football on TV at midnight. That's good. You must be a big fan to do that. But do you wake up late the next day? Do you have to wake up early the next day? Anyway, Tony Vin, I'm fine. I hope you are fine too. I hope you're going to join in. And Tao Ann, The sport I like best, I have to say, is football. I've always liked football, but I like bowling. I like bowling. In the summer, and this is summertime in UK, in England, I play bowls on a lawn, outdoors, on grass. It's more fun in my opinion. FIFA, you watch FIFA football? FIFA, of course, is the world governing body of football. So you can follow countries' football teams. I love football as well, Tony. What football team do you support? I support Arsenal. So I'm a little unhappy because they lost this weekend. And thank you for sharing the video, by the way. I do appreciate it. Ah, that's good. Very good dedication by you, Tao Ang. I'm pleased that you are able to get some exercise at the pool, because that's what you're doing. You're enjoying yourself. You must enjoy your swimming, but you're doing exercise at the same time. What could be better? You'd rather do that than go to a gym, you said. So you can enjoy yourself. Well done. Keep doing that. But don't grow too tall. Fung, bowling. All I can tell you about bowling is a bit different to what you see on television. It's not knocking down skittles very hard. What you are doing is bowling to a small white ball called a jack. The size of the balls you bowl with, roughly around this size, perhaps a little bit bigger. You bowl overarm, rolling it along the grass. And the idea is that to get closest to the white ball at the end of the bowling green, the nearest one wins. You can play it individually or in teams. I belong to a team. It's my club. I run it. It's good fun. Volleyball, yes, Tao. Volleyball in the pool. Because you can have volleyball in the pool. You can have volleyball on the beach, on the sand, on the beach. You can have volleyball anywhere in a sports complex, sports centre. I should imagine that is pretty cool. Watching volleyball, and in your case playing volleyball in the pool. You and your team with the big net, with somebody else knocking it over the net. I should imagine that's fun. Good. Glad you like it. Pretty cool. Do a lot of girls play that, Tao? Do a lot of girls do that? I don't play tennis, Tony Vin. I tried tennis when I was young, but didn't like it. Not really good enough, to be honest. You got the ordinary tennis, which, you know, you play on a tennis court with a big tennis racket. You got that. But also, there is table tennis. Do you know table tennis? I'm sure you do. Played on a table, of course. Little ball, little white ping pong ball. And you got the bats. Yes, that's quite good. But I don't get to play it very much. It's quite good. Tao, don't worry about sharks and the beach. That is a very rare occurrence. A lot of people go out to the when they go to beaches, beach holidays, people are likely to go in the sea, especially those like yourself who can swim. Just be careful about the tide and the current, the speed of the water coming in and out. Sometimes it might be a little rough. You have to be a strong swimmer. But it sounds like you go swimming a lot, so you could be a strong swimmer, Tawang. Don't be scared. Sharks don't normally come inland, come close to the coastline. They don't normally happen. Very rarely, extremely rare, do you hear of that happening. Otherwise, go in the pool. You're safe in the pool. No sharks there. That's what I do. I go in the pool, as I said, up to my neck to cool down if it's very hot. Tony, why are you tired? Have you had a busy day? Have you done any exercise today? Has that made you tired? Did you play a sport? Did you watch a sport over the weekend? A lot of football is played over the weekend. People are likely to watch it. In my country, it's at an acceptable time, of course. Afternoon, evening. But when I come over to Vietnam, I'm finding I'm watching English football in the evening, sometimes in the night. But that's the time difference. 6 hours. 6 hours time difference between Vietnam and the UK. You are 6 hours ahead of our time. Oh yes, yes, that's right. Well, if that's the last thing you really want to see when you're swimming in the sea is a shark. You hope that doesn't happen. A lot of people do swim in the sea, obviously near the coast of the country that they're visiting. It's likely to have a beach. But people, when you're on a beach, the chances are you're in a hot country, the sun beaming down on you like my light up there is, and it's not as hot as the sun, thank goodness. And people need to cool down. It's no good drinking, having ice cream. That doesn't work. You're still sweating, hot. Cool down by going into the pool or the sea. If you're at the beach, you go in the sea. But I don't think you'll get sharks coming so far inland. They'll want deeper water because they're big. So they'll be further out to sea. So my advice is, if you're swimming in a sea, don't go too far out. The further out you go, the more likely you are to see big fish. So stay local, stay not too far away from the beach. Sharks are cute on the Disney Channel, which I don't watch. Obviously you do, Dow. And there's not many sharks. That's good as well. Not many sharks. Hopefully not too many big fish with teeth that are likely to bite or frighten you. But stay in the area of the beach. Do not swim too far out, but enjoy your swimming. I recommend everyone to learn to swim. I told you I can't. You're never too late to learn, but my fear of swimming is getting my head under the water. If I can overcome that fear, then perhaps I'll learn to swim. But everybody's got a fear, and that is mine. Playing what? Tao? What have you got there? Oh my goodness. That looks like basketball. Is that a little I can see a little basket and a ball just going inside. I have not played basketball since I left school, which was a long time ago. Basketball is not so popular in England, in the UK, as it is in America. In America, their biggest sports, the three biggest sports, basketball, baseball, and American football. Now, in my country, we don't play, we play basketball, but on a very small level. It's not a popular sport. Baseball is played under a different name, rounders we call it. It's likely to be played at school, but not much else after school leaving age. And American football, not as popular, but some people like it. Some people watch it. We have it on television over here. That's badminton, that is. Yes, it's amazing how many girls like badminton. Do you know, the only time I play badminton, on Fridays when I go for my exercises, we have what's known as a 20-station exercise program. That means we do 20 exercises, 1.5 minutes on every one of them. And one of those exercises, can you believe, is badminton. You play 1.5 minutes with the instructor. And last year, when I started doing all this, I'd never played badminton in my life. So, little different for me, not quite getting it right. But after a few sessions, I become good, and now I can do some good rallies with my instructor. But that's all I play. Just 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes. I don't play a full game, in other words. It's quite popular. People go to the sports centres and play it. Likely to do that. Do you mean cycling, Tao? Do you mean cycling? You said recycling there, which is something totally different. But cycling, I wish I could do more of, to be honest. Hello, son. How are you? Okay? All right, Tuin? Good to have you watching and joining in. And hopefully you can join in our topic. The same with our friend here, Pyro Sparks. Welcome. Welcome to you both. How are you? I hope you're fine. And we're talking about exercise. Sports and exercise. Thank you all for sharing. Sunsy, thank you for sharing. And I hope you're getting on well at work. Your new job is not so new now. You've been there about 4 weeks, is it? Is it 4 weeks, your new job? But I hope you're enjoying it. Oh, look at this. There's a success story. I remember you saying that you fell out last time. And I'm pleased for you that you're back with your girlfriend. That's good news. Okay, Tao, thanks for joining in. Thank you for your comments. And hope to hear from you another time when I'm doing some more live streaming. Sweet dreams, my dear. The job is good for you. Brilliant. Well done, son. I'm pleased you have a good job, because you left a good job, didn't you, when you left Nissan? But now you're happy with your job, even though it's out of town, out of Hanoi. You're still happy with it. That's good. Well done. My son likes Arsenal Football Club, like me. Learn a lot from it. Brilliant. Yes, to like football, watch football and play football is good for me. But we know football's not the only sport on earth. There's lots of other good sports for everybody. Boys, girls, male, female to join in. E-sport. Tell me more about e-sport, please, because I don't know much about it. E-sports. You have to tell me more, because as you said, it's newborn. It's newborn, and I'm not a new man. Tell me a little more about it, please, then I'll give you an opinion. I'm fine, thank you. Tuin, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling tired? I hope not. I hope you can stay around and join in. Gaming sports. Would that be gambling? I'm guessing here. Is it gaming sport? Would that be gambling? Roulette wheel. Cards. Gambling on cards. You're okay? Brilliant. So am I. So am I, son. I'm okay. Okay, enjoying this this topic today. Sport and exercise. The two can combine. Do a sport. Play a sport. It's a form of exercise. Or you might prefer to watch a sport. I have a friend who watches sport all day, whereas he should be outside playing sport, because he's getting bigger and bigger, but he'd rather watch than play. Silly man. Yeah, I'm still confused, my friend, about this e-sport. Real teams playing games. Gaming sport. Yeah, I hate to sound old-fashioned, but you have lost me about e-sport. But now you've mentioned it. Electrical. So, what is an electrical sport? How can you play sport with electrics? Do you join in? Do you literally play it? You're not sitting down in front of a laptop, are you? Is that the sport you're talking about? Yes, I'm not sure. Keep telling me more, please. Ah, hold on. You're making sense now. I don't have any of that, but I have a niece. One of my nieces has that. And it's, I know what you mean, because I have actually played on this, and I have played sports with her. You can even, there's even a bowling. There's a 10-pin bowling. You can do the actions, holding the, holding the controls, do the actions. Yes, I have done that in front of your TV screen, of course. It's good. It's certainly good. You're playing it in the comfort of your own homes. Is it an exercise though? Not really. I had a go at skiing. I was very good at that. I don't ski normally. I haven't been on a skiing holiday. But on this, on the Wii Sport, they had skiing, and me, part of my family, my niece, we got our skis and we went down a hill and up, you know, and I recorded a good score on there. You had to do the actions, bend down. It was fun. Wii Sport is fun. It's fun. It's a different type of a sport because, as I said, you're playing it at home. It's good to do that sort of thing, but I wouldn't call it a substitute for the real thing, though. It's good to play that sort of thing on a rainy day if you don't have much time to do anything else, to go out of an evening perhaps. But I'd rather play a sport. I always said that I'd rather play a sport than watch a sport. Let me give you an example. When we used to have a bowling tour, I used to go on a bowling tour with my club every May. And in May, in England, football has its FA Cup final. Now, my team, Arsenal, are quite a successful side, and in the past they have played in cup finals, even recently. But I have missed, years ago, I missed a cup final, FA Cup final with Arsenal in it, in order to go on my bowling tour, because I'd rather play a sport than watch it. Some people think I'm mad, but I tell them I'm lucky that I support a team that is likely to keep going to Wembley, winning trophies, so I can afford to miss a cup final. We won that day, by the way, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, see, sitting in front of the PC and competing, you can get these games. People do play these games, like you can have games of football. I play them, again, with the younger members of my family, second cousins, and I've played these games, football games, any sort, tennis. They're fun. There's no doubt about it, they're fun. But you're sitting in front of a PC and competing. And just as I said with the virtual reality Wii Sport, it's not really exercise. It's sport in a different way. It's fun, most certainly. But wouldn't you rather be outside working up a sweat, losing weight, keeping fit? You'll do that by doing exercises, go to a gym, or take up a sport, play a sport. That sort of sport is a good substitute, really. It's a good substitute, especially when the bad weather comes in, and then you can sit by your PCs, your laptops, and then start playing. Good fun. I don't do much of that. I must confess, I don't play much sports or games on my PC. I just concentrate on my football, my bowling. Daughter, welcome. Good to see my daughter, Amy too, is joining in. and hope you enjoy it. Thank you for sharing, and I hope you're liking our topic today, sport and exercise. Keep sharing, I do appreciate it. Oh, you sit in front of your laptop. Do you think you need exercise? People associate exercise with trying to lose weight. Now, I've been in Vietnam, visiting Vietnam long enough to know that most of you are slim and you don't really need to lose weight. But it's still about fitness, strength. It's still good to do exercise. Hi daughter, how are you? Hope you had a good day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you can join in on our topic today, sport and exercise. There is a link. Obviously, play a sport. You feel good. A form of exercise. But then you've got the other sports, the other side of sports, which is what our friend Pyro Sparks is saying about doing it on your Wii, on your laptop, watching a sport. Watching a sport. Do you try and join in while you're sitting down watching it? When you're watching football, are you kicking every ball while you're sitting on that chair for your team? Are you creating an atmosphere like there is at the ground, at a stadium? Do you go to watch sports? Do you go to a stadium, a sports match? Or are you a TV supporter? Watch on television? I was talking about pool early on. Does anybody play that? You have pool. Do you know what I mean? The table with the balls, the cue. Left-handed. Pool's a good game. It's like snooker. Have you heard of snooker? Similar. Played on a table. More balls. Pot the balls with a cue. They're good games. They are a kind of sport. Well, martial arts, I know people who take martial arts lessons for exercise purposes. It's good for exercise, also good for self-defense. I think it can be considered a sport. It can be considered because at the Olympics, do you know the Olympics? Every 4 years, the world takes part in the Olympic Games. And there's judo. There are certain martial arts, including judo, which are represented in the Olympics. Our friend here. Welcome, my friend Angdoita. Did I say that right? I hope I did. If I didn't, I apologise. Why do you have nothing to talk? You should really be saying, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say, or I have nothing to talk about. You can't really get onto this subject at all? Is there nothing you can say about this subject? Exercises, sports? Hello, Dan Sule. Dan Sule? Dan Sule. Good to have you with us. Good to have you all with us. How are you today? Did you have a good day? Thank you for joining in. Sport and exercise is the topic today. Back in a few minutes. Okay, we'll still be there. We'll still be with you. Don't go for too long. Sport and exercise. Do you play a sport? If you do, what sport do you play? Do you go to the gym for exercise like I did this morning? Do you have a favourite sport? A favourite exercise? Do you jog? Jogging? Aerobics? The girls like aerobics. You like badminton, don't you, girls? And the boys, who plays football? What about other sports? We had a girl on earlier who likes swimming. Do you like swimming? Everybody should like a sport, in my opinion. It doesn't matter how good you are at it. Like it. But more importantly, do it. Try to do a sport. No matter how bad you think you are. If you don't want to compete in a sport, do it for the fun of it. Remember the benefits it brings. Sport brings people together. That is a fact. I found that out during my lifetime. Good to see you, Ha. Thank you for joining in. It is a kind of sport. Yoga. Yoga is a kind of sport. You're twisting your bodies and turning and moving quite gracefully. More associated with the girls, the ladies. But through doing that, it is like a fitness. It's keeping you fit. Yoga is good for you. It's like a sport. Yes. Do you do yoga, Ha? I don't. No, I don't have any contacts which would get me into yoga. And I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing now with my exercises at the gym, my walking football and my bowling. That is my exercises. You agree? Good. Yes, and also walking. Not just jogging, health walks. Do you know, round my way, and I think it's it's getting popular in my country, we have what's known as a health walk. A health walk speaks for itself. You're walking for a long distance. It's made you healthy. The health walk around my area, it takes us through some very pretty parts of my town, along a river, through a nice park. It takes 1 hour, as I said. That 1 hour is 3.5 kilometres. We don't walk fast. We're not fit enough to walk fast. It's people my age and younger. My age and older. So we don't walk fast, but it's good fun. It's exercise. It's sociable as well. We talk to each other as we're walking. Now that's good. That's how it should be. You're playing sport as it should be. You're feeling happy and relaxed when you're doing it. And I'm sure you feel satisfied. You feel good at the end of it. You think, well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I can't wait to do it again. Yes, yoga, a form of sport, it can keep you fit. It's an exercise as well. That is important. In my country, too many young people are sitting in front of their computers, their laptops, possibly television as well, and they're not getting out playing sport. They'd rather be on social media, talking to their friends, playing computer games. It's not exercise. Good fun, but not exercise. Try to combine the two. That's what I say. That's my advice. I don't play computer games, but try and combine the two. Can and can't, positive and negative. Can means you will. You can do it. You will do it. You can do it. Can is a positive. Can't, you're saying no. You can't do that sort of thing. You can't. Can't is a negative. If you can't do something, you either can do it or you can't do it. You can is good. You can't. So don't be confused. Okay. Can you go to the football match tonight? No, I can't go to the football match tonight. I have to go to bed early. So the answer is no. I said can't. The other question could be, can you come to the football match tonight? Yes, I can come to the football match tonight. Yes, of course I can. The listening problem. Is your listening problem in general, or is it just those two words? Can, can't. I'm saying this is in an English accent because I'm English. Can, can't. If you speak to somebody with a different accent, could be American, Irish, they're likely to say can, can't. Now that would be similar. I can't do it. I can do it. I can't do it. Now that sounds similar. Just those two words. Yes, I want to give you some advice for this. It's difficult. Not everybody speaks clearly. I'm sure you people, as you've been learning English, will agree to that. When I first started talking to Vietnamese students at Hong Kim Lake, have you all been there? Talking to foreigners at Hong Kim Lake? When I first started doing that and started guest speaking at English classes in school, university, Langmaster. Yes, I've been there as well. The first year or so, I had to try not to speak fast, because I know you're all students learning English, and so I get people say to me, "Can you slow down, please, because we don't understand you." And I do. I slow down. I put myself in your situation. If I was learning a language, I would want someone to speak clearly and, at first, slowly. Can and can't. Are those the only words? You say just those words, huh? Can and can't. It sounds like you know the meaning of these words. Can is to do, can't is not to do, but it's probably the sound of them. In which case, it all depends on the person's accent. Never be afraid to ask people to repeat, especially those two words. Just remember, this is your second language. Vietnamese is your first language. English is your second language. You are, all of you, fantastically clever people to be learning another language. You are doing what most native English speakers cannot do, and that is bother to learn another language. You are all clever people, cleverer than what you think. But don't be scared, don't be afraid to ask people to repeat, especially in a case of can and can't. Finn, welcome. You're not as supple and agile. Are you my age? Maybe you're no youngster anymore. I don't know you, of course, but I like you. Perhaps you're no youngster, or as we say in England, no spring chicken, like me. I'm certainly not anymore. Oh, your back. When we have a back problem, that can come on any time, and that really can affect your sport playing, your exercise. You need gentle exercises. But as you know, Finn, everything you do, well, almost everything you do, involves movement of the back, the spine. I'm sorry for you that you have back trouble. You're not alone. A lot of people have that. And that does actually stop people from playing a sport. I know people who would like to play sports, but can't, because can't. Did you understand me? Not can, can't. They can't because they got a physical illness. And back trouble is common. When you're young, try to look after your backs, because as you get old, they're going to start aching if you've been applying pressure with them, if you've injured them. You're better at English. You're better in English than Vietnamese. I bet you're better at Vietnamese than I am, my friend Pyra Sparks. It's about time I started learning some more Vietnamese words. See if I can do that. So you like yoga, huh? Badminton, volleyball. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry and surprised. I'm presuming that you're from Hanoi, the capital city, and you should have these sports facilities. You should have them everywhere, but especially in Hanoi. And no partners to play, and that's sad as well. It's such a pity people don't want to take up sports. I said earlier, young people would rather be on social media, on their computers, laptops. I wish they would take up sports. It would be good for their health. Cheryl Rita, don't worry. Perhaps it's better late than never. But it's good to have you. I hope you can join in. Hope you can join in with our topic today, sport and exercise. More time with foreign friends, so I presume you're speaking English to these foreign friends. Which is why, well, your English is certainly good, from what I've seen of it, when you put your comments. It's all correct. Yes, that is the trend, That is not just in Vietnam, it's happening in England and everywhere else. People, young people, would rather stay at home on their laptops, talking on Facebook or whatever, social media, playing music, downloads. It is sad. They should find time to play sport as well, I think. I hope we're not, sort of breeding a lazy world where people don't want to go out and do things. It's all right being nice and slim like you Vietnamese people are, but you still got to be fit as well. So it's got to be done. I want to see more people going out playing sports. It's such a shame it's not happening. See, when you're standing, at least you are standing. I do a sit-down job. When I'm not the English teacher, I'm actually the part-time bus driver as well. And that, of course, is a sit-down job. It's because of that I'm happy that I'm doing exercises, including playing walking football and bowling. Otherwise, my health would deteriorate. That means get worse. And anything could happen. People who don't do exercises, anything can happen to their health. Get larger, get fat. I lost weight in 1 year. I lost a lot of weight. I was a lot bigger than what I am now. I don't want to put all that back on again. I want to lose more. It's hard nowadays. But if I can carry on doing the exercises, eat sensibly, then at least I won't put it back on again. Don't want to put weight back on again. I'm big enough as it is. And for you, my friend Vin, yeah, lazing around TV, we all do it, I do it. Now, if you take an early retirement, would you find time to play a sport? Try to play a sport. Join a gym. Try to do that. Perhaps you'd like to do that. Join a gym. Exercise. It should prolong your health. Prolong your lifestyle. Hopefully make you live to a ripe old age. We all want to do that. That's right, deterioration, declining. We don't want that. We don't want deterioration of health, declining health. We don't want deterioration. We don't want your health to get bad. And if it's bad, get even worse. There's no guarantee that an exercise will make you better, but it can do more good than bad. More good than harm. So I feel sorry for the generation, the younger generation, who are sitting by their laptops on social media, playing games, and do not have time to go out and do exercises. There are exercises in my country. There are exercise machines in local parks, public parks. Normally in a park, you expect to see a children's playground, swings, roundabouts. But in recent years, it has been so good to have adults, children as well if they want, but for these gym equipment, exercise equipment in parks. That's what I used to use before I signed on to this exercise regime company around my way, in my area. And now I feel so much better and happier that I'm doing these exercises. Devise a workout plan, Vin. Definitely do that. It's worth it. Try to find time. A lot of people say when they retire, they're going to have all the time in the world to do things. But apparently you don't. You do other things. But try to find a hobby, an interest, and do exercise. It's worth it, believe me. Doesn't matter how old you are. Still do exercise. It's good fun. Good for your body. You meet people. Make friends. It's good. Ling, thank you for joining us. I hope you're enjoying all this. Oh, sweetie Lynn, thank you very much. And I hope you can join in our topic today, which is sport and exercise. What do you play? Do you play a sport? Do you watch a sport? Do you do exercise? It's worth it. It's fun. It's good for you. No, no, no. Cheryl Rita, no. Are you a Libra like me? I can be lazy as well. I can do lazy, believe me. But in my body, I've got an angel and a devil. The angel is saying, go and do your exercises. The devil's saying, no, stay in bed. Maybe a lot of us, perhaps you've got it, Cheryl. But believe me, let sport win. Let exercise win the day. It's good for you. Find a partner. Yes, good luck with that. Find a partner who will get you doing exercise. Perhaps go to a gym. You might meet somebody. You might meet people who you can make friends with. They'll encourage you. It can be done. You don't have time, Ling. You don't. No, if you're a busy girl, then you don't have time. Try to make time Even if it's just once or twice a week, try to make time. Perhaps you might want to do exercises at home. Do some home exercises. Press-ups. Little running on the spot. Anything, some exercise is better than no exercise. Well, lazy is the common word, isn't it, Vin? People will understand you if you say lazy, but not so much indolence. Indolence, you'll have to explain yourself. But remember, we're talking to people here who are learning English. Some people have been learning longer than others. So we'll try to keep it simple, although I do get carried away sometimes and put a long word in. If I do, then I try to stop myself and explain it. But we try to keep it simple. Simple-ish. As simple as we can. But throw a few new words in to make it a bit challenging for people listening. And also, it means hopefully people will be learning. Learn new words from this. That will be good. They're not really complicated, providing we can explain what these words mean. They're not that complicated. There's thousands and thousands of words in the English language, words which even a native speaker like me will never use in my lifetime. But if these words are rare, uncommon, in a situation like this, worth explaining what they mean. Lynn and all you other people who are sharing this video, thank you very much. Thank you for getting more people involved by sharing this live stream about exercise, sports. Are we armchair supporters? That's a saying in England. If you don't participate, here I go with a long word, if you don't take part in the sport, you might like to sit down in front of your television and watch it. Maybe go to a stadium and watch a sport. I would recommend you play a sport or do exercise. Sign up to a gym. Try to keep fit. You guys don't need to lose weight. I do, but you don't. But let's keep fit. You feel good after it. Believe me. Sport brings people together. Sport has no boundaries. At my bowls club, we were losing members. So we opened our doors to the neighbourhood, to the local community. In that part of London, East London, there is a large number of Asian people from the Indian subcontinent. That means India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, countries like that. So we were looking for new bowlers, and an Indian man come in, asked to play. So we let him join. We coached him, showed him how it's done, and then he asked whether he can bring his friends along. All these people, fellow Indian people, they're all elderly people, retired, because outdoor bowling does seem to attract older people, even older than me. And you think to yourself, I would have had nothing in common with these people, but sport has brought us together. They can talk to me about, it's fascinating for me to talk to them about their culture, about their lifestyle. They're all over 60, and they can find out about me as well, about us, people who have always lived here. We get on very well, all of us. They're very good bowlers. And now my bowls club is competitive, and we win trophies. Look on my Facebook page, you will see me, captain, president, holding a trophy up. Have one here. Yes, look at that. I'm lucky, we win quite a few trophies, my club does. So that's my captain pose. Remember that. Sport brings people together. You can make friends from sport. Try to go along to a gym. Join a sports club. It's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. There's more advantages than disadvantages. Now, come on everybody. Tell me about your favourite sport. Do you play sport? Do you exercise? Do you go to the gym? Do you jog? Do you go jogging? Are you an armchair supporter? Do you like to watch sports in the comfort of your own home? Sit in front of the television. Do you have badminton on television in your country? We don't in England. I know you have football. I've watched football, English Premiership football in Vietnam. I have watched it. You have your own football as well. When I was over in Vietnam in April, on 2 occasions when I was visiting people, on the television was women's football. Yes, the ladies, Vietnamese ladies playing football. And women's football is getting popular throughout the world. England has a ladies' football team. So that is good. It's good for the sport. And again, if it can be imitated by people, then it's a good form of exercise. You're playing a sport. Get some enjoyment from it. It's good. Meet new people. Chang, thank you for watching. I hope you can join in. Good to see you, by the way. How are you? I hope you can join in our topic today, which is sport and exercise. What sports do you do? Do you do exercise? It's good fun. Tell us what you do. Do you do exercise? Do you play a sport? Would you rather watch it on the internet, on television? Would you rather play games on your computer, on your laptop? We were saying that a lot of young people around the world are not playing as many sports as they used to when I was young. That is a shame. people nowadays, you have the internet, you have social media. I never had that when I was young. And so you are typing away, messaging your friends on Facebook and everything else there is on offer. And while you're doing that, you're sitting down. You're not doing exercise. Okay, you guys, you're lovely and slim people, but you still need to be fit. Keep fit by doing an exercise, playing a sport. It keeps you fit. It's good fun. Do you agree? Oh no. So, your boyfriend, why didn't he want to go? Did he not want to go with you? Can he swim? If he can swim, then, or at least if he couldn't swim, I'm sure they would teach him to swim. He could go along and learn to swim. I'm sorry about that, huh? He's being jealous. I suppose there's other boys there, is there? It's the usual thing. You've gone, there's other boys there. They're likely to talk to you. It's a friendly atmosphere. That's going to happen. You gave up for the sake of your relationship with your boyfriend, which, although is good for you, is good that you've done it, and good for your relationship, it is a shame you had to do that in the first place. It's a shame he cannot trust you. It's a pity. He hates water. Oh, does he not get into water at all? When I was telling people earlier, when I go on holiday in a hot country like Thailand, the temperature is so hot that I would like to go, if I'm outside sunbathing on the beach or by the pool, preferably by the pool, that's my preferred choice, then it gets so hot that I have to go in the pool. Not the sea, because I cannot swim. But I don't hate water. Make water your friend. If you want to learn to swim, even if you can swim, make water your friend. Sounds strange, sounds funny. But what's the opposite? The opposite is making it an enemy. You don't want the water to be your enemy. You want to enjoy swimming. So make water your friend. I hope he changes, huh? I hope he's able to get out of this hating water habit. Because although swimming, we said, is good exercise, it's fun, but it can save lives. Who knows what the future holds? I fly. I go on long-haul flights to your lovely country, to Thailand. When I go on holiday, I'm likely to be up in the air flying. Airplane is the safest form of travel, they say. But if an airplane crashes or goes in the sea, then normally everybody is killed. But if you're in the sea and you can swim, you've got half a chance of survival. If you're on a boat, I like boat trips when I go abroad. when I go to different countries. What if the boat sinks? What if you fall off it? If you can swim, then you can rescue yourself. If not, you're at the mercy of everybody else. You've got to be lucky that somebody can save your life. So I hope he changes his mind about water. Try and talk to him about it. Try and get him interested. You say he's the opposite to you. Try to let him see the good that can come out of swimming. Again, you're using swimming as relaxing. I should imagine it is a good way to relax. Even though you're going up and down the pool, using lots of muscles in your body, maybe all of them, depending what swimming stroke you're choosing to do. So we all know about the exercise of swimming, but there's fun. A good way to relax. Yes, I agree. I can only say this from what people tell me and what I see, because I'm a non-swimmer. I cannot swim, even though I go in water up to my neck in the pool. Maybe one day I will be brave enough to put my head underwater and stay under there for a little while, come back up and think, that's all right, I'll do it again, and then do it again. When was your last time, my friend? When was the last time you went swimming? It is good. Well, you know it is. You obviously can swim. I think, like everything else, if you was to stop swimming, you could get what we would say a little bit rusty. Rusty. That means that you're not going to be as good. It's a bit like starting over again. You're not going to be as good as what you was when you left it, but start up again. Maybe go a little while one day, bit longer another day, or perhaps on the same day you might get it again. You might become the good swimmer that you was in the first place. Don't worry, Don't worry, it's always good to have you joining in. I really do appreciate your comments. Thank you very much. Good to have you talking, as I said, and do your household chores, go to sleep, and you have sweet dreams, and hope to see you again next time I do the live streaming. Look forward to having your company again. Oh, thank you, Cheryl Rita. You are Vietnamese, aren't you? You got a very English name. But if I've given you good advice, I'm happy. It is the best way to beat laziness. There's more good for playing a sport or doing exercise than sitting around being lazy. There really is. It does help if you have people to go with. I must admit that. Sometimes you could go to these exercises totally, on your own, not knowing anybody, but that's what it was like with me. When these new exercise classes come up around my neighbourhood, the area I live, I joined them, and I'm finding myself walking into these places. Sun's coming out in England. I'm pulling the curtain. I'm walking into these places, don't know anybody, but you make friends. Believe me, you make friends. You're always going to meet nice people, people who you have things in common with. It's worth it. And thank you for your kind words about my British accent. From down south in England. England may be like Vietnam, I don't know. We have different accents for different areas, different parts of the country. The accent is not as strong as it used to be because of integration, people moving to different areas. So not as strong, but it's a southern accent, actually from London, which is where I'm originally from. Nowadays I live just outside of London, where there's less people and the air is cleaner. My next live stream will be on Wednesday, because I'm going to do some work tomorrow. Got to earn some money tomorrow. But I'll be back on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. So, hope to see you then. How are we doing for time? Let me tell you. 10:37 in Vietnam, am I right? 10:37 in the evening, of course. I think what I'm going to have to do is let all you lovely people finish the day doing what you have to do before you go to bed, and then go to bed, sleep tight, and wake up tomorrow morning and have a good day. And then I will see you on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. We'll talk about something else. And I look forward to having all of your company again, because I really like it when you join in. Okay. So, once again, thanks for joining in. Look out for me Wednesday. But in the meantime, good night. Sweet dreams. Take care.